So, what is your name, year, and your major?
My name is Sherry Cheatham, and I'm a freshman. My major is chemistry, and I was born in Seiyang, China.
Okay. Where are your parents from?
My mom is from Seiyang, China. My dad is from Lubbock, Texas, I think.
Okay. When was the last time you went to China?
When I was 11, so about 2002, it was for Thanksgiving break.
Okay. Do you remember like any differences from China and U.S. the last time you were there?
Yes. In China, there's a lot of bicycles rather than cars. That's changed a lot over the years, but when I went back, there were a lot of bicycles. There were a lot of markets on the streets, a lot of vendors, so that's different from here. And normally you can bargain your way, and they sell a lot of food on the outside too. And also, it's very busy, it's lively, especially at night rather than during the day, just the day. And there's more stuff to do there, and the food is amazing, but it's completely different.
So where did you go visit when you went to China?
I went to Seiyang and Beijing consists of a lot of palaces, and it's very industrialized now. But and so is Seiyang actually.
Okay. Were you raised traditionally now that you're in America, or were you raised a lot more Americanized?
I'm more Americanized, but at the same time I do have a lot of traditional, I've been surrounded by traditional culture of China because my grandparents came over when I was about 13, and they stayed for a couple of years, and they cooked a lot of Chinese food, and they only spoke Chinese. So, and my mom only speaks, well, she speaks Chinese too, and she cooks a lot of traditional Chinese food. So I've kind of been raised both, but more Americanized too.
Okay. When your grandparents visited, was it hard for you to get along with them, since I guess they're a lot more traditional?
In the beginning it was hard because I didn't know much Chinese, but then afterwards then teaching me, I kind of, learned a lot. I mean, we hold different values because they're very, at the same time they're old, and they have a lot of strict rules, and especially in China, but I think that I'm more Americanized than more traditional. So.
Okay. Do you think a lot of the values they teach you try to uphold, or is it just really different from what you're used to?
No, I think a lot of values are the same as I hold for myself. They expect me to accomplish a lot in life. They expect me to keep good grades, stay away from, parties, and they're very, down to earth, strict, and they, in China, it's a lot about work, and they expect me to learn how to take care of myself, be independent, and that's the same things my mom teaches, and still remember both cultures. I have to keep up with China, and I have to keep up with my American side here with my dad too. So.
Do you what differences do you see being raised, I guess, Chinese American compared to?
I think in America it's more abundant. Everything is, you get a lot of, and it's kind of been easier to be in America than in China. And so for my grandparents and for my dad, you can really see the differences because my grandparents have always worked their entire lives for everything. And my dad works really hard too, but I think it's easier for my dad because in America you get things handed to you more, and you're, in a sense, babied. And when you go to China, it's completely different. It's a culture shock.
Okay. When you were in China, did you see a lot of differences between you and the children there, or did you get along with the people well?
I think I'm more spoiled, to be honest. I've been more spoiled here in America, And a lot of my cousins, they don't have as many things as I do. Like, you know, they don't have a luxury of watching TV, and their academics is harder, and they study more than I do. So everything there is different in a sense, but at the same time we learn to get along, and they're a family, so I respect them and they respect me.
Okay. Do you have a lot of opportunities to like talk to your family in China and like get to know them better?
My grandparents have a webcam, so we get on maybe like once every couple of weeks, and we talk for about an hour, 2 hours, and I practice my Chinese with them. They tell me what's going on with my family and my friends there, and yeah, so we have chances to communicate.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.